What's good, everybody? It's your boy 313 J-Mo. I had to take a break like everyone. Let everybody get their head straight. Take a breather after all the excitement this past weekend. I do want to say, John Panisi and Jason Cornell, I will be doing a video to go more in depth on them. But we gonna go over all of these draft picks, what I think, what's the grades, everything. I guarantee you I'm going to upset some people and some people are going to disagree. But that's what this is for, right? We got a lot to discuss. Overall, I will say we had a solid draft. And my overall draft grade would probably be like a B, just a solid B. But we're gonna get into it. First of all, we're gonna start with DeAndre Swift. So the thing is, after the Lions made me scratch my head with the Okuda pick, like why you had Isaiah Simmons take him, and this one made me scratch my head. But the funny part is I predicted this pick live. I mean, I did a video with real Detroit Lions fans in the description below. Check it out. And I told them today we're going to draft DeAndre Swift. And my only reasoning for drafting DeAndre Swift was what would be the most Lion-y thing to do? What would be the thing that only the Lions, like, you know what we do? We're trendy. What would the Lions do? I'm like, you know what? The Lions would go out and get DeAndre Swift because that's just what they would do. And lo and behold, we did. And I got a lot to say about this, man. First off, if I feel like the video is too long, I'll just cut it short and I'll do the second half of the players. But look, this is my issue with this pick. I'm gonna grade it as a B. My issue was I felt like it was a reach, and this is my main issue with Lions fans. Lions fans say we got the best cornerback and the best running back in the draft. Well, the players ain't played yet, so you don't know that. But this is my thing. How is DeAndre Swift better than J.K. Dobbins? J.K. Dobbins' rookie season is better than DeAndre Swift's best year. J.K. Dobbins just had 2,000 yards rushing and 21 touchdowns. I don't know why we chose him over J.K. Dobbins. Even Jonathan Taylor was picked before J.K. Dobbins, and I don't know. I don't get what's not to like about J.K. Dobbins. I mean, same body type as Swift and more production. And he was a workhorse. So I don't really know about that. So that's what I mean when I'm saying I don't know if we really got the best running back, because to me the best running back in the draft was J.K. Dobbins. It wasn't Swift, and that's what I was confused with. I'm like, if you're gonna reach like that, go out and get J.K. But for some reason they wanted DeAndre Swift. Now about DeAndre Swift, I like him. Like I like J.K. more, but I like Swift. Main thing I like about Swift is he has something that's special. Like he has a special burst. Like he isn't the fastest, but his burst makes him fast. You know, the way the speed that he can accelerate. Like he accelerates quickly and then he tails off at that top speed. But he can cut on a dime. He can. I mean, I remember that one play I was watching. He cut and then like cut again, then like cut again. I'm like, bro, like you cutting too much, man. Your ankles and your knees don't like that. Like. But I like him. He can catch the ball out the backfield. He has a tough mindset. But as a running back, I definitely like him. The main thing I like about it is his burst. Like, cause it's not like he's Jamal Agnew or something, but it seems like when he gets the ball, he accelerates quickly and bursts. And he has a lot of qualities of a good solid running back, but he's a small running back, so I wish we would get bigger running backs. I know JK's not the biggest. I'm talking about him too. I wish we would get just a bigger bruiser, Jonathan Taylor type of running back, AJ Dillon type of running back that our enemies went and got. Just a bigger running back. Like he's a small 5'8", 215 running back. Like you know what I'm saying? I had somebody disrespect him and compare him to Amir Abdullah. I'm like, don't be disrespectful, but he's the same size. So what we not gonna do is be disrespectful to DeAndre Swift though. Like he's way better than Abdullah, so I won't do that. But yeah, this is a solid B pick. I didn't think he was the best running back left on the board, and I felt like it was a little bit of a reach. You might have been able to drop some spots back to get him, but you know, it is what it is. They got the running back that they wanted. That's what I think about Swift. Like I said, I've seen some tape. He can play. But, I got some questions and concerns because he's not the downhill in between the tackles north and south runner that we needed. I know we had Bo Scarborough, but maybe Jonathan Taylor would have been a better fit. But, all of that speculation and stuff is over with now because we got who we got. But let me know what you think about Swift, man. Next, we got my boy Jonah Jackson. Oh, it is an A+ across the board. I love this pick. This is my favorite pick because I wanted us to address the trenches. And my main reason why I was getting upset that we didn't get an offensive lineman in the first round or the second round. And in the first round, that would have been coming, trading back and getting more picks and things of that nature. But day one starter, man. I need somebody that I know is good enough to start day one, and we'll see. He'll probably have ups and downs, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, all I'm hearing about him is this dude is nasty. Like my boy Rio said, he's nasty. He's a mauler. He's good at pass protection. It was they said something like 1,080 snaps, and he only allowed 1 sack or something. Just some crazy stat. These crazy stats are gonna come out to support all of your players, and I think he's a strong kid. Like I said, he can pass protect. He can maul you in the run block. I love this pick. I don't even have to talk that much about it. I love the pick. Favorite pick, Jonah Jackson, a beast. All right, now we got Julian Quarter. Now this pick, it was weird to me because I didn't think he was the guy that we were gonna get. And during the draft, I'm always like, they're going to get the person we're not talking about. And he was the one guy we weren't talking about. I wanted guys like Gallimore, early on in the second, guys like AJ Espinoza. I wanted a different player. I would give this grade about a B-, but I think he's going to be good. I mean, I don't know what that means for his brother because, he might come in and take his brother's job. And I won't even say take his job as a defensive end, just take his job as a pass rusher. Main thing I like about Okwara is I think the last 2 years, he's led the whole college football in pressures with a 19% pressure rate. Now, if that translates to the NFL, I'm dancing, I'm happy, I'm throwing a party. You pressure the quarterback that much. So, his job is obviously to get after the quarterback. I don't really know about his covering skills. I have to do some more film on that, but hopefully he can cover something. Otherwise, he's just a Devon Kennard specialist type of jack guy, and I feel like Jamie Collins could have filled that role and a lot of other roles. He had 12 sacks. So, I'm not going to really give you a lot of numbers and things. Just looking at the nuances, he can pressure the quarterback. As long as they feel that need, I'm going to be okay with it, even if I grade it as a B-. I just thought we could have got Gallimore. I really thought we could have got Gallimore. And it's part that pissed me off is the Cowgirls kept getting all our picks. The Cowgirls took Gallimore, and then we wanted Bradley at 9, and the Cowgirls took Bradley at 9. So it is what it is. Julian Quarter, I love the fact that he's playing with his brother. Maybe that'll motivate him to become a Hall of Famer. Come on, Julian. You don't have to be a Hall of Famer, but become one, please. Make that, had the highest pressure rate in NFL history or something like that. Go out and do your thing. Play with your brother. Don't steal his job too quick. At least let him get his feet wet with you being there and being the man. It's no. Because I don't know what happened to his brother last year. He completely disappeared. And I don't think that's going to be happening with Julian. We're going to be able to get after the passer. One thing about this offseason is I'm much more confident we'll be able to get after the passer. All right. Now, to me, this was the best part of the draft because everybody in the DSA on the panel and, a lot of other people were praying, Lions, we got to make a stand. We have to make a stand to run the damn football and protect Matthew Stafford. How long does he have to go through this wasted career of y'all not protecting him and we not winning football games because of it? And they doubled up. Got my boy Logan Stenberger. Ooh, I sound like that because he a dog. I know my NBA guys, you know them players that are just they just dogs, and they just dogs from day one, just in a demeanor like a John Morant. He's just a dog. That's just what he is. Now, every player doesn't have to be a dog. I don't care. You wouldn't call TJ Lang a dog, but he's one of the greatest offensive linemen in this generation. Not saying he's not a dog, but y'all know exactly what I mean. And Logan Stenberger, he a dog. And like when he said nastiness is his best trait, and his goal is to basically destroy the other defensive lineman in front of him, and he feels that if he can move that defensive, I don't know why I keep saying offensive, if he can move that defensive lineman off his spot, then he feels like that he's won the matchup and he's helping the team win, and that's what he's gonna do for the Lions. That's what he said. And he's the youngest of 4 brothers, so all y'all younger brothers out there like me, y'all know how that is. And that raised him to have that tough mindset, and it caused him to have a lot of penalties. Basically, I'm not worried about the penalties because the penalties was him being extra. You know, that Dominic Raiola type of nastiness and grittiness. We can clean all that up. You know, that extra stuff like, oh, you want to try to chip me here? Oh no, after I put you on your butt, now I'm gonna chip you. You know, now I'm gonna trip you. Just extracurricular. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. We need offensive linemen that are as nasty and as scary as the defensive linemen. We need guys that ain't trying to, they ain't taking no stuff. And he's very good at run blocking. He's a demon at it. Rest in peace to that poor cornerback that he murdered when I was watching film. R.I.P. bro. Hope you kind of have a good time in heaven because he destroyed that dude. I mean, this is the kind of stuff we need. I can't lie, man. I love it. I love the pick. And he has some things to work on. I know the hook cam, shout out to the hook cam, compare him to Richie Incognito. I saw some other people who don't even know the hook cam or nothing like that also compare him to Richie Incognito. Now, if he can beat him without all the off-field problems, that would be great. But he's just a nasty guy that can help you run the football. He's not the best in pass protection. That's something that he's going to seriously work on. But this is my thing. We all know how serious it is for Stafford to be protected. But I don't mean to say it like this, but Stafford used to not being protected. So if he ain't going to be protected by a young rookie like this, and that young rookie's going to give up a few sacks, I'll take that if that young rookie is out there murdering Khalil Mack so we can run the football and pound the rock. Because the thing about pass protection is once you're running that ball, it's easier to pass protect because they worried about the run. So if him and the rest of our O-linemen are mauling and nasty and destroying people in that run game, even if they aren't the best pass blockers coming out of college or in general, they're just going to be better by default. I'm not worried about him or Jonah. I think they're both going to be solid. I think Jonah definitely going to start. He's going to fight for a starting spot or a rotational spot. I'm just happy for the future. And I got to think about Quinn. Look, I got opinions on that second running back. But shout out to you for going out and get all these offensive linemen and these running backs so we can have this running game. Darrell Bevell is about building this running game. Now, next player we got Quinton Cephas. Now, I know I said Jonah was my favorite pick, but he might be my favorite pick. I don't know why I'm sticking to the 6th round, but it seemed like him and Amani weren't 5th round talents. And we got him now, Quinton Cephas. This boy had 900 yards and 7 touchdowns on Wisconsin. Now, y'all know Wisconsin had Jonathan Taylor running for almost 2,000 or 2,000 every year. Wisconsin has always been a running and a defensive football team, and he still had 900 yards and 7 touchdowns. And if you ask Okuda and you ask Damian Arnett, he was the toughest guy to guard. And when you look at the actual stats, out of everybody, he had the best wide receiver game against Ohio State the entire year. This man is a dog. Now, that Logan Stenberg pick is definitely an A for me. And this pick right here is an A for me. Now, I didn't know who Quinton Cephas was. I had to go look at some stuff, do a little bit of research. And y'all know one thing I hang my hat on, and I would defend it until the day I die. I'm never wrong about point guards, and I'm never wrong about wide receivers. Don't like me? Check my track record. Okay, this guy got something. I don't know his ceiling yet, but he got something special. And I'm gonna tell you, because when I'm watching receivers, I'm watching like some guys, they win with just pure athleticism and just pure talent, like Calvin. Calvin don't have to run routes like that. I'm Calvin Johnson. But this guy, when I was watching him on tape against Ohio State, he was setting people up. So, for the lack of a better term, my football guys, you about to break into your route. So he set a dude up with one move, then set a dude up with another move, and then he go. Like, he's setting dudes up with 2 different moves. Like, sometimes you only need, depending on the corner, you only need 1 move, maybe 2 or 3. But usually at the college level, you don't need that many moves. And this guy was out here setting people up 2 2 times, 3 times with moves, and he was just like, the moment he break into his route like 3 yards, he's already open because I just set you up twice. Now I'm open. My quarterback just got to do his job. And the thing that I love about Quinton Cephas is I feel like his route running is amazing. He runs like a gazelle. I know that's a weird like, it's just, he runs like a gazelle. I say a gazelle because like he's so smooth when he runs. It's just like he's just striding, just moving along. And it's not like he's slow. He's not slow. It's just like he runs like a gazelle. It's just like when I watch his route running, you remember when Chad Ochocinco he was watching Devontae Adams route running and he started crying because it was so good. I ain't at that level, but I'm close. Like the way he sets people up and then runs his route. It's just this guy, I love this guy. I think he's going to be very good, like extremely. I think he's making a team for sure. And I think he's going to, like I said, I think he's going to be very good because it's the way he can run his routes. Speed and athleticism and all that matters. But when you're guys, they get drafted late. I think Amendola went undrafted. But when you guys that get drafted late or guys like an Amendola or Wells Walker, I'm not saying he's like those guys. But what I'm saying is he ain't Julio Jones or Calvin Johnson. He ain't DK Metcalf. So you got to have other abilities. The guy's 6'1". You throw the ball in his direction, he catching it no matter what. Even if he got a one hand, his hands are amazing. He can get 50-50 balls. And this guy like the way he runs his route. Like, I don't even care if the guy covers you and you miss the matchup or you don't care. When I'm watching him with my eyes, y'all, I know I sound excited, but with my eyes, y'all, he runs routes beautifully. It's like I said, it's like a gazelle, man. I love this pick. Thing is, when you playing with Matthew Stafford, all you got to do is get open and catch the ball. And he can get open and catch the ball, so I know he's going to have a day one impact. All you got to do is get open and catch. Something E-Bus couldn't do. Something other receivers couldn't do. Get open and catch. That's why Golden Tate was so great with Stafford, because he got open and he caught the damn ball. Quintez might be a steal, y'all. Look, I'm going to have to watch some more route running of some other guys, but like when he runs route, he looks like a smooth gazelle. But this video is getting extremely long, so I'll cover the running back and the other two defensive tackles in another video. But these are my grades. Like I said, B overall. Akuda is a B. And y'all heard what I said about the rest of the guys. Guys like Quintez is an A. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about everybody. And let me know what you think about Quintez and Swift specifically. I'm out. It's your boy 313 J-Mo, man.